The Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society presents The Worth of the Anchor, a special mini-series event. Part 3. Look at this trove!
Destiny, desecrate, destitute.
Viviana! Oh, there you are. Good morning.
Morning. I woke up early, so I was doing some exploring. I hope that's all right.
Oh, it's fine by me. All I'll say is if you find a locked door...
Leave it alone, of course.
No! Come find me and I'll try and jimmy it open.
I was trying to read the phrase painted on the wall. Destitutus, ventis, remus, haribe. Was I close?
Beats me. Never had much truck with Latin, but I know what it means, as I was the one who told it to Saffron. It translates to, when the wind fails, take to the oars.
Wow, there's a lot to think about in there. Does it mean something special to you?
I suppose I like the idea that, sure, luck or fate plays a part in getting you where you want to go, but when they're not doing the job, sometimes you gotta roll up your sleeves, hunker down, and roll.
I like that. What exactly is this room?
Well, if this were a male-dominated space, I'd say it was a study. I tend to think of it as a trophy room.
The ladies keep trophies of their victories?
And not specifically. They are way too busy having their adventures, but I like to keep a record. Sort of a ship's log. Lets them know where they've been so they can know where they're going. I guess I'm kind of a curator.
So if I was to ask you about this huge sword thing...
Oh, yes. But don't let him hear you call it a sword. That's a Katzbalger, and it belonged to the Franconian rake. He dropped it when he fell off a train during a battle with the ladies. I just hope he doesn't come a-looking for it.
What about these two gnarly-looking axes?
Pretty severe, huh? Those are actually boarding axes used on sailing ships. They were used by the sea savages.
The ladies fought the sea savages?
Oh, you've heard of them?
Fuller Time and Razi Ruin, the two most vicious pirates to ever terrorize the Mediterranean? Yeah, I've heard of them. We studied them in history class.
I can't believe they're talking about such unpleasant things in schools.
I even remember there was a rhyme that we learned. How did it go? The sea savages will chase you down. Don't let them catch you, better to drown. If Captain Time doesn't strike you dead, Razi Ruin will cut off your head.
Goodness. You know, it's a common mistake. People hear the word swashbuckling and they assume the ladies are pirates themselves. It happens all the time.
Huh. I never really thought about that. What are these sheets? They seem like they're glowing.
They are, and we still aren't sure how. Those are from La Bella. Almost Jews. It's the La Belle. It's yeah. I can never get the French right. It translates to the beautiful women without mercy. The ladies managed to slice off a strip of fabric during a battle under Paris, deep in the catacombs.
Spooky. Was that a real frenzy flail?
It is. I'm surprised you knew that one.
I was living in Massalia when the Spectre Spartans attacked the city. They were trying to recreate the Greek Empire or something.
That's right.
That's where I first saw them. Madame Egalite and Madame Liberté. Their swords glinting in the firelight, wading into the sea of ghost soldiers with no fear.
Turned out to be just a bunch of angry young men in face paint, but they sure had the town on edge for a while.
I know, I slept better knowing the ladies were out there, helping to keep us safe. What about these folded pieces of paper? Why are they under glass?
To prevent paper cuts. See, the ladies faced off against this lawyer who could throw Did you hear that?
Hear what? Oh, that. Yes, I definitely heard that. Sounds like it's coming from the other side of the wall.
Now, the other side of this wall is the outside. So let's head up to the roof and see what we can see. Now, what could be making such a racket? Oh, there's the trouble.
What is it? Is it a rat?
Of a certain species. Have a look.
Preston.
Seems so. I knew he wouldn't give up so easily. Looks like since the law won't serve, he's here to do a bit of breaking and entering.
Oh, no.
I'll give him points for gumption. Not many well-mannered gents such as he purports to be would break out some climbing claws and try and scale the tower, so to speak. I figured him for the henchman type. Go figure.
Should we go?
Go where?
Run! Leave! Hide while he's concentrating on the climb.
No, I don't think that'll be necessary.
Please, Ursula, don't let him take me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, here I am keeping my thoughts to myself when we are near strangers. This is what I get for living by myself for so long. Viviana, I want you to look in my eyes.
Okay, I'm looking. Your eyes are very pretty green.
Well, a compliment is not what I was fishing for, but I sure am happy with what I caught. I'm going to tell you two things. And I want you to look in my eyes so you know that I'm telling the truth. Can you do that?
I can do that.
Of course you can. First, while there is air left in my lungs and strength in these old bones, I won't ever let that man lay a hand on you again. Do you believe me?
I actually do.
Good.
What's the second thing?
The second thing. For that, we're going to need to walk back to the edge. Can we do that together?
Can you hold my hand?
I am so glad you asked.
Why?
Because now I don't have to be the one to ask you if you'll hold mine. Ahoy down there! Good evening, Mr. Pembroke.
Doors won't stop me. Walls won't stop me. And some silly old woman certainly won't stop me. I'm coming for you, Viv, and then we'll be together forever.
That'd be sweet if you weren't so darn creepy. But in case I wasn't clear at the front door, you aren't welcome here.
I can get to where I am in business by taking no for an answer.
Would a hell no work?
No.
Worth a shot. A businessman, eh? Well, then I expect you can multitask. So if I was to give you some inside knowledge while you were climbing, you'd be able to take it all in.
What are you nattering on about?
I'm gonna take that as an aye. The ladies who set this place up, Liberté and Egalité, they're what you might call optimists. Always looking for the best in people.
So the naive fools.
Personally, I find it kind of admirable, even if it is a trait I don't share. I've just seen too much of the world and the kind of people who move through it to expect good to be the true north in most folks' compass readings.
He's almost halfway up the wall. Is there a plan?
It's already running. Are you still listening, Mr. Pembroke?
Two foolish ladies, cursed with the belief that people are good at their core.
Well, a gold star for you. But the young one, Miss Fraternité, she and I are of a similar mindset. We hope for nice things to happen, but we plan for the rough stuff.
Should I fetch a gun? A sword?
You just stick close to me. You won't want to miss this.
How nice you found a friend. I wonder what she'll say over your grave.
Oh, no, I'm going to be buried at sea. But that's besides the point. What matters is that we both decided that this place was way too valuable to leave undefended.
How amusing. I've been watching this place since they've entered. There's no one else here. It's just the two of you.
That is the truth. But we'd planned for that too. You see, Fraternité and I looked all around the place and tried to think like the black-hearted evildoers would. Folks like yourself, for instance.
Your insults don't affect me.
Well, that was more of an observation. You'll know when my insults come your way. Why, she and I stood in this very spot, and I said, "This looks like the side of a ship." Oh, and how I hated watching men try to board my vessel, having to wait till they got up close to try and swipe them off.
That's when she got an idea.
Exactly. Well done, Viviana. Would you be so kind as to pull that lever?
Of course.
You see, Preston, now that you've reached the second story, you're probably noticing those intricate tiles that cover the wall.
You fools have given me excellent handholds.
Only they're not all tiles. And they're awfully sharp. Bon voyage, Mr. Preston.
Wait, no!
Is he?
Sucking in a mouthful of seawater? Why, yes, I expect he is.
But not dead.
Nope. But I expect he'll think better of trying that again. And then he'll start to wonder what other kinds of traps and tricks we've got in store. Even the dumbest shark will only take so many bites of a rowboat before it heads off to look for an easier meal.
He won't give up.
No? Ah, well. I've been wanting to try all this stuff since we installed it. I expect we have until at least nightfall until he tries something else. Can I fix you something for breakfast?
No.
No?
But we can make something together, if that's all right.
Well, that sounds more than all right.
And while we're cooking, can you tell me more stories about the ladies?
Try and stop me. Have you heard about their trip to Scotland?
I haven't.
It was there that they faced off against a group of shapeshifters called the Society of the Selkie.
What? No. Like real supernatural monsters?
Oh, it got even stranger than that.
Blasted witch. If that's the way you want it to be, then fine. If I can't come in, then I'll just have to make you come out. They say that fire is the devil's only friend. Maybe it'll be nice to me too.